Hello, City Skylines fans. Welcome back to another episode of Chillhorn Season 2. Today is episode number 11, and we're going to be building out our forest industry. So to prep for this episode, I already built out some of this area. We got the main forest building laid down. We're going to start laying down some of the extractor buildings and processing buildings just to get us to be able to move on to level 2. Just like we've done with the other industries, where we're going to level it up and then we'll get a final product going at the end. You can see it's called Hawthorne Woodland. And let's just start laying some of these down. We're going to use these small tree plantations. We're going to get, I think, about 20 of them placed down is what I prepared for. Let's get one there. Let's have this one face it. These are going to be on this smaller road to stay away from the main road to limit traffic. Do this with every area we build. But here we go. Let's put down this one. Let's line it up correctly. And I think we can fit 4 more next to it. So let's get these down. That's 4 and 5. And then we'll go straight across the street and we'll do the same. Like rinse and repeat. Very nice. Let's see, that is 5. Perfect. So we got 10 total so far. It looks like we need a little bit of water added to this one. Go ahead and get that plopped down. Here we go. Nice. All right, so now it's kind of, we did want to do 20, so let's do that. Let's do another 10 on this side, and again, they're going to be facing away from the main road. There we go, 5 more, and this should line up perfect. And this should be a lot of extraction for us. Hopefully it's enough to get us most of the way to level 5. We will see. You can see we got plenty of forest here. I did cheat a little bit and added a ton of trees. This is one of the resource areas or natural resource areas for industries where you can kind of do that in vanilla. You lay down a bunch of trees. If you have the mod enabled to where you have unlimited resources where it doesn't eliminate it from the ground area, you don't ever have to worry about it. As we talked about in the last episode, you can see there, we almost got enough workers. We just need to get a few more things laid down and then we can get on to level 2. And let's go ahead and look at what we have here. We have a sawmill, which is going to make timber for us. So we'll get that laid down. We're actually going to start by putting down these lumber yards to store some of the lumber instead of the sawmill to begin with. I feel like storage is key here. We'll see. I want to play around with a little bit of the fundamentals of the game. We almost have enough jobs. We need 8 more people to come in and work at our forest industry. But we probably want to set these to empty so that we don't get them over full. Again, we're going to dig in to see if the game actually listens to the settings that we set and how that works. And then let's add another road here. Well, first, let's see. Where do we want to put it? Let's grab the resource. There we go. And the sawmill, let's get the size of it down. I don't want it facing this direction, but I'm just doing this to kind of size it up and add in another road. Which direction do we want it to go? Just do that for now. Let's get rid of that. I guess I could have just moved it with the button to move the building, but there we go. So that's there. We probably want to place a few more of those down, and that should be plenty for level 1. Let's just see. Maybe the road should go this way, so they come in. No. I'm gonna have to work on these roads a little bit later and get the directions right. Maybe we change some of them to 2-way just to simplify it and see how the traffic handles it. Not 100% sure how we want to do that long term, but these ones are empty. Let's move them over here so they're closer to the sawmill. That looks horrible. Maybe we worry about where things are later on. Let's just put this back for now. Let's have it face... Nope, not that way. Let's have it face this way. And let's do the same with this one. Let's rotate it around. Come on, game. I guess we move it away from this section and then move it back. Okay. Those will start filling up with some lumber. All right, we're getting some more of these sawmills laid down to get us to where we have plenty of workers for level 1. It might actually be close to enough workers for level 2. We'll see how that turns out once we get upgraded to it. We'll spread these out a little bit to make it look a little bit better. There we go. And then just this one. The rest are probably fine. Looks like these middle ones are going to need water. So let's go ahead and add that. There we go. And okay, there we go. Water's taken care of for those. Let's see where we're at. 232 workers and climbing. Just need a little more resources processed, and then we'll be at level 2 already. I think I think we'll get there really fast. Look at that. It's moving along very quickly. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So we got a lot more here to deal with. A furniture factory, that might be interesting. So we have the small sapling greenhouse, which is kind of cool. That's how we did all of the farming area. Let's use the, yeah, sawmill we already had. So we don't need any more of those. They're making timber. And then this other plant makes paper. So it's gonna take the same resource. Let's just put that down here for now. And we'll start getting paper developed. And then I believe we can also get a factory already for just paper and timber. But there we go. So they're just gonna need some of the raw forest products delivered to it, and it'll move along. Again, we have enough, yeah. We have enough workers as well already. We just need 1,500 things produced. This is, why are those filling up but not sending resources to the shops? Let's move it a little closer. I actually really like it right there. It fits perfect. All right. Very cool. All right, they seem to be starting to get it. Yeah, we got enough workers. Just need a little bit more product. Let's let that go, and we'll be at level 3 already. Very quick to level 3. Usually it's all the way to 4 is pretty fast, and then that climb from level 4 to 5 is usually the slow crawl. But let's let this run, and we'll move on to level 3 already. All right, moving on to printing press, a medium plantation. Let's take a look here. So this medium one is just a little bit longer. It produces a little bit more. I don't think we'll need it. Let's put it down just to kind of see it. I don't think we're gonna need it to get to level 4. Again, we'll figure out a long-term plan for all the forests. We're just kind of rushing through upgrading it. It's one of the weird things with Cities Skylines where you don't get everything up front, you unlock everything, which is fine. So these are empty. Why are they full? Aim to empty storage by selling the resource. It almost seems like it's putting it in here, even though I don't know if it's a proximity thing. Instead of sending it to the sawmills, let's shut these off and see if that helps. I don't understand. Maybe someone could explain to me, but I thought these were secondary things where it would send to the sawmills first, and then the storage would be for extra storage, or even the storage would then deliver to the sawmills. But you can see we're outputting a ton. We're going to make some good money from this. Overall, the city's making like 27 to 40,000 depending on the week. So that's pretty good. That's really annoying. Let's leave that alone for a while and see if it changes anything. But we got, I believe, just more storage and maybe unique factories that unlocked. Let's take a look here. We have the toy factory. Printing press would be kind of cool. But I think I want to use, let's see what else we have. So we have everything except for what comes with the ore industry, which we're going to get soon. We got to get more people in town first, but let's do the, yeah, let's do the toy factory. So we'll have to get plastic from the oil industry over here, but let's get that laid down. And we'll put it in this area for now, just to get it going and start making money off of it. And then eventually we'll move it over to that main industry warehouse hub that we've been talking about in the previous episodes. So that can go there. You can see plastics. Yeah, so we do have plastic from way over yonder in the oil industry, which is over here. So let's make sure we have enough of that being produced. We might want to increase our production of plastic. Let's see if we can find one of the buildings for that. That is the worker barracks. That's a small barn. Where are these buildings at? Doesn't help that I forgot what they look like. So we're getting 26 tons of plastic. We probably need more since we have multiple factories now. That's an energy plant. Hey, academic year's over. Petroleum is full. That's a huge storage place. There we go. Plastics. Okay, so these are the buildings that we need more of. We have plenty of oil right now. We just need to produce more plastic to take into account that we're going to use more plastic. So let's go back over here. Go to these ones, and this one is one that has plastic, and this one as well. Yeah, let's use this larger one. We'll find a good spot for it. We'll get a couple, maybe 2 of these laid down, let them start producing some plastic for us, and get back over to the forest industry and keep going along to get to level 3 now, or 4. Level 4 coming up next. 26 tons. That should go up as that starts producing. I wish it showed you on here how many tons. Oh, it does. So 5 of 30 are produced already. Once that gets full, nope, they start sending it out right away. Nice. So once a truck gets there, it will send it on out. And too bad they probably won't use the trains. They're probably gonna drive all the way over here, but we have enough jobs to get to level 4. We just need to let this produce for a while. We actually don't need to put down any more buildings. So this is starting to get plastic. You can see it has a little bit in there in the reserves. So they're starting to make some toys. Look at all those trucks. They are going to the... Nice. So they are using the train to export raw materials, which is nice. And they're going right back, picking some more up and shipping it out. So traffic shouldn't be an issue here. I still don't understand why this is still full, even though it's set to empty and off. Maybe it can't empty because it's off. Oh man, you can hear us thinking out loud, can't you? Look at all those trucks. Well, let's let the game kind of do its thing. Let's see where this is going. Let's click on it, look at its routes. And it is going to ship it out of town. Okay, so instead of taking it to the buildings locally that we have that need it to produce goods to make the city more money, they're gonna ship it out of town. So maybe those storage units just really mess things up for us. We're not importing, so that's good. But they're still delivering, even though it's set to empty. Like, why would you? I'm confused. Well, let's go ahead and put down some factories here. Let's put a little warehouse that maybe this will help. Probably the same problem, but maybe this will help. Let's put this down here. We're going to set it to plastics. Where is plastics? Plastics. Hello. Maybe that's the wrong thing. No, these are logs. What am I doing? We already have this. We know this isn't working. All right, level 4. We have a wood plant, a paper factory, some more storage, the forest maintenance building, and the large tree sapling greenhouse. So some cool buildings for us to decide if we want to use. Okay, what do we want to do here? Let's see. We still have a lack of plastic. It's not operating because of that. Let's throw a warehouse down. I'm still not convinced these actually function the way I guess I expected. I don't know if it's intended versus the way I expected, but let's pick plastic here. I kind of guess that, you have these things, they can store it, they can hold it while the factory is waiting or processing the existing goods, and it'll help keep the demand or keep the supply chain moving. I don't know. I just don't know if it does. I guess the way I kind of envision it in my head is I'm still going to design the buildings and the layout based on how I feel like the supply chain should work. Even if it's just for looks and kind of the overall feel of the city. I don't know. I love the industries because I think it makes for prettier, better looking industry areas in Cities Skylines, but at least vanilla Cities Skylines, but it could have been a little bit better. Let's see, no plastic still. So yeah, that's gonna struggle, but again, we're gonna move it over to that other main area where hopefully we have a lot of goods over there and the train system takes care of it and we can make a whole lot of money with all of our warehouses and factories once we have them all up and running. So let's poke around with these buildings. We wanted to get the worker barracks laid down here. This looks like a natural place for it, right next to the main building. That looks swell. And then we'll go from there and see what else we need to do to get enough workers. This will hold a good amount, but we need to get a lot more workers in here so that we can get to level 5. Let's see, what do we want the maintenance building at? I'm not sure if there's a good area. The train track's in the way. The slope's too steep. Where could we put this? Too steep, space occupied, slope's too steep. Here we go. All right, so that should help maintain the buildings, I believe. I'm not sure if it has an actual function other than just adding workers. Maybe it increases. Oh, it does. It increases the storage efficiency by 5%. Okay. So I guess or actually 105%, which I guess would be a 5% increase. I guess that's how my brain calculates that. I think we also want to add some services out here so our forest doesn't burn down and the workers don't get sick and criminals can just go away. We'll also add a little bit of recycling out here. I guess that should help. Medical, we probably don't need medical out here. The ambulances can come all the way out here. I'm not a big fan of this train tracks. I think it's going to cause more problems than it's worth. Maybe we put this underground. It's our city. We can do what we want, right? Before we do that, let's see about these workers. We still need about 150 more workers in this area to get it to level 5. Let's see. 16 out of 20, 20 out of 20. So these buildings are getting full. This one still has some capacity. These ones don't count towards the building or the workers in the industry. But that traffic's getting pretty bad. I don't know. What do we do next? Okay, let's go ahead. Let's demolish this train track. Let's pause the game because we're gonna break some things. Let's go ahead and we're gonna put it underground. I don't think we've done anything underground yet in this city. So we're gonna grab where's the trains? Go over to public transportation, grab our little tracks. We're gonna come on a curve here, and then we're going to not connect it, but push page down, and we're gonna come across all the way under the road. Okay, so we'll have to come here, and then let's back that off, page down to get underground. We're gonna go straight, a little bit curved and up. Space is already occupied, so maybe we do need to just go straight first. All right, start underground, page down to get there. Then we'll go there. That should allow us to now curve this up to the ground level and then connect it. That might look kind of ugly. Let's see. Oh, that's not too bad. So that will help the traffic a ridiculous amount. You can see they're already flowing through. They are stopping at that stop sign or stoplight, which we could remove if we want to, but I think that'll be fine. They'll be able to flow a lot better now. Don't know if there's other tracks we want to take care of with that. I don't think traffic's bad anywhere else, so I think that will be good enough. Let's see. Overall, this area looks kind of neat. I'm trying not to do squares all the time, but I don't know. It seemed to make sense. We could have the road kind of follow the train track eventually. Maybe we'll redesign it later on that, but let's press forward. Let's get rid of some of these trees that are ugly. They're just driving me nuts. Is that on the road? I thought you couldn't do that in vanilla. Huh. We're gonna do while it's leveling up, and there's a lot of resources that have to be produced at this point. So I'm gonna do a little bit of detailing, kind of show a little bit of how we're covering up some of the flaws in the terrain long-term in vanilla. I like to put these bushes down, even in the winter series. I think they look pretty neat. Like there's these white, or they're white because they're covered in snow, but these bushes are just, they're covered in snow, so I don't think they're supposed to be bushes that turned white in the winter. I don't think that's a thing, so I'm just going with that they're covered in snow. I kind of like the trees have a little bit of snow on them, but then we'll place some trees around, and even though it's really dirty around here, so maybe we just leave it like that. And we'll do the same over here. We'll rinse and repeat for a while and get some more things laid down, and then upgrade it to level 5 and show you our progress later on. Hawthorne Woodlands has reached level 5. We get the pulp mill, the modular house factory, and the large tree plantation. All right, so we don't care about the amount of workers we have anymore, which is kind of nice, I guess. But let's see about adding more of these buildings. Maybe we want the pulp mill. Try. I'm not sure. Let's see. I don't know what else we're gonna have room for. Let's take a peek here. The large plantation, potentially other factories we have. Yeah, this is really neat. We're getting really close. Again, we just got to do the ore industry, and we have everything unlocked. But again, we gotta get about 8,000, 7,000 more people in the city before that unlocks an extra tile for us to expand to. But that'll be cool. We'll be able to get all the factories, all the types of resources that we can create for all the factories, get those all going. Eventually, maybe we'll have this shipyard, which high quality cruise ships and things like that, which I've never used, but we're going to definitely dedicate an episode to all the warehouses and all of the factories. Let's lay this down here. Let's see if we can find a spot for it. Let's see, maybe we need some death care out here, apparently. Let's do that. And also we'll put this down here as well. Take care of some dead bodies. You may notice you're not hearing any clicking anymore. I do have to admit, I got the audio messed up on me, and I'm recording the voice afterwards. I don't know what happened there. But let's get rid of these. They ended up not being favorable. So everything that is a storage, we're going to get rid of. It's going to lower our workers, but again, we don't care. We're still producing. We do not want to be importing. We want to maximize our profit by only using our own production. That is the key, in my opinion, to a very successful industry in Cities Skylines. I think we got it to that point. I'm going to do a little playing around with the city. We'll lead into a little bit of a basic needs update at the end of the video instead of the beginning. But yeah, we'll get a little bit of detailing going and we'll show you what we came up with. Let's do that now. All right, I didn't spend too much time rearranging things. I just added a little bit of detail here and there. I was a little satisfied with, to be honest, I was satisfied with the way we did it originally. We added some more forest generic vanilla industry into this area. That's about all I did besides some of the detailing. A little bit more to do still. You can see over here we added a few more buildings or moved the warehouse. This should be the toy factory. Plastic, everything you see it's producing, it's got all the goods it needs at the moment at least. And here we're gonna jump into our basic needs now for this episode. Electricity is a problem, so we're gonna have to expand that. Let's go ahead and figure out what do we want to do with that. We could do the updraft tower and just take care of electricity for a little bit. That produces 240. So we could put that here. That almost feels like overkill though, and it doesn't kind of match. Let's just go with these again. Let's see. Let's find a good spot for it. Why is the game being rude? All right, we'll just do it there then. That's fine. So let's see, that gives us enough. Let's move it right there. Yeah, let's get those two in the middle, kind of square it off a little bit. So that should be enough with electricity. Yeah, it's timber still a problem. Yeah, that's annoying. All right, so electricity's good. What else could we do now? Let's add one more. We can't fit a fourth one in there. Maybe we rearrange it later, but that should give us plenty of electricity for the next few episodes. We shouldn't have to bother with that, at least for a while. Income is a problem. These cost $1,500 a week. We added 3. We added 2 right now. Okay, it recovered. Okay. All right, so water heating is becoming an issue as well. We noticed at night, even though the day-night cycle is not happening, at night when the temperature drops, it still does that part even though the day-night is disabled. We are running out of heat. So let's add one of these furnaces again. Find a good spot for it. We'll do, I don't like it there. Gotta leave room for these warehouses and factories. Let's put it up here. Connect the pipe like that. And that gives us a little bit more coverage. Doesn't seem to do much. Let's add one more and see where that jumps now. Okay, that jumped up good. Okay, maybe that other one came online. Maybe I wasn't patient enough. All right, so let's move on to water. Water's getting close. So water availability is the big issue. Yay, academic report. So let's add some more water sources. Let's go to that tab here. I think we could add these as well because we need some more water treatment. So maybe adding in 2 or 3 of these. I kind of want to get ahead of this. We have enough income. Let's just get a lot of these resources. We have a lot of expanding we're going to want to do to move rapidly to that 44,000. Man, we're getting close. We only have to get to 60, or is it 80? I think it's 60,000. We'll have to check that later. But let's put this here. Maybe rearrange these roads a little bit to fit more in. Let's yeah, those don't line up the same, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's get the pipes. Let's get it connected. Get that online. showing us our heat again, but let's add another one. Why can't we demolish that? Okay, let's get back into that view. There we go. We'll add one more. Get over to that tab. We'll add one more of these advanced water treatment plants. Get it wired up, or come on. There we go. And that should be plenty of water treatment for, yeah, almost all the way to the right there. Now we need to get some more water into the city for people to drink. Yeah. So we're going to add them on this side of the island or peninsula. I'm not sure what this actually is. Let's get a good amount of them because we want to get the other ones moved over here as well. This should get us a good jump start on that. Let's get them all connected and go through that pipe like so. Let's go around like that. Get those all connected. Then we will get it electricity as well. We'll use one of these. Yeah, let's just connect it with some power lines here. Like so. Let's go all the way here. And let's connect it from there. That looks a lot better. Get that online, and then we'll check that. Should be good, though. That should give us plenty of, oh yeah, plenty of capacity for maybe the rest of this. Garbage is looking good. What else is there to take care of today? Garbage is definitely good. School is looking good. University could have a little bit of help. Health care looking good. Death care, 38%. That's not bad. We could get better child care and elder care. Road, 82%. I'm happy with that. Maybe we'll work on that a little bit and improve it a little bit more. Maybe try to aim maybe at the end of the series to get it up to 90. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully we don't make it worse over time. But that train track's actually causing a lot of the problems there. Maybe we'll do the same as we did the forest area one eventually. The city's looking great. I can't wait to expand the rest of this city. Got some ideas coming soon in the next few episodes. I want to press forward on an expansion episode so we can expand another tile. This one's looking good still. Our good old farming industry. Slaughterhouse there. I'm digging Chillhorn. I'm digging vanilla again. Gives me a nice break from Lake Sockside. We gotta move that factory though over here. Yeah, so there'll be an episode coming soon of all the factories and warehouses and all the good things in Chillhorn. A complete city is what our goal is. Yeah, I'm digging it. Let me know what you think. If there's any ideas you have of features you want me to kind of add to the city and go over how to do it, and maybe we'll learn it together if I'm not very familiar with it or if it's something I haven't done in the city. But I think the forest industry turned out pretty sweet. Long term, I might redesign that main road a little bit differently to kind of mimic the railroads. But since we detailed it, let's be honest, it's probably not going to happen. It's probably not going to happen. But you can see over here, we got that tile to the right that we want to buy that has the ore on it. This is a cool view of the city, and it's coming together. You can see I've done a lot of the main roads to kind of lay out where we're going to expand in the future and how we're going to, you know, get this city up and rocking and hit them all the milestones and actually finish a city. It's been a while since I've done that. Something's happened to the save file, or last Chillhorn I couldn't load the game anymore because of some mod issues. Yeah, we're going to get this vanilla one done. Definitely going to get it done in the next maybe 4 or 5, maybe a little more episodes than that. We'll see. But I think that's going to about wrap it up for today. Thanks for hanging out. I'm Socksway Up, and I will catch you on the next episode of Chillhorn Season 2.